amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Whenever you look my video, whenever you watch my video, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it in your WhatsApp group so that people can get information on what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly against the Biafrans, against the Duduas, against the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. I try as much as possible to set the record straight. I don't preach hate speech. I don't speak against people. I set the record straight. The only important thing I do here is to make sure that the plight of the people remains on the front burner and the world will know the true story of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria.
What do you think about Vice President Osibanjo's declaration to run for president 2023?
That's a lovely one. That's long respected. Yes, because he's a learned person, he's a professor, and he's the kind of person that can lead this country. The ruling class as of today have failed us. And whether Atiku, whether Osibanjo, as far as I'm concerned, they should go and rest. Let us have a genuine change.
The kind of cabal at the seat of power, I don't think is fit for it, because there are powers that can pull him down.
Vice President Osibanjo declared his intention to run for presidency in 2023, and this was received with mixed emotions and reactions. Anyways, we are on the street, we are in the Ikeja area of Lagos, so we'll be talking to Nigerians to find out what they feel about his declaration. I'm Temitope Olaya. A big shout out to Emmanuel Osodi, the man behind the camera. Now let's find out. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What do you feel about Vice President Osibanjo's declaration to run for president?
Okay. He is also a person, and he is qualified to express his opinion, and he must get his supporters. The presidency is not meant for only one person. Everybody can try.
What do you think about Tinubu also being in the same category now?
Yes. The choice of the person depends on the electorate, not on individual. If there are 20 people, 15 can go for one person, 5% can go for one person. Whoever that wins becomes the candidate of the party.
How will you rate his performance the last 6-7 years?
He's qualified. He has the ability.
Okay.
Yes, he has the ability to express his... Yes, he can contest. He may win.
You personally, are you willing to vote?
Yes, I'm willing to vote for him. Yes, I'm willing to vote for him.
Anyway, it's a welcome development. They have the ability, and also he can do well. The way we say it, if you look the previous time, he and Buhari himself, the two of them, I say good thing in that man. That man can bring good thing in Nigeria, most especially in mostly in the youth unemployment and everything. Can do well. I see a good thing in him.
So how will you rate his performance in the last 6-7 years?
Anyway, you know, he's a vice president. Most times you say the vice president especially doesn't have, let me say, the full power to do things. Order from the president will give instruction. If you look at the other era of when he left for medical treatment, which is the president, those few months he did well. You look, the economic was good, everything is going well. Yeah. I see good thing, he can do well, and it's well educated also.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's all about ruling class. As for me, I want a revolution. I want a different... the ruling class of today have failed us. And whether Atiku, whether Osibanjo, as far as I'm concerned, they should go and rest. Let us have a genuine change. That is essentially what we need. Atiku, Osibanjo, and not the rest, you know, they don't represent the genuine change that we need. That's my position.
But do you think this will cause any friction in the Southwest, saying that Tinubu is also from the Southwest and now Osibanjo? Do you think this is going to affect the way people see the party?
Well, I don't think so, that it's going to affect an average Nigerian or average Southwesterner, you know, whether it is Tinubu or Osibanjo. Frankly speaking, personally, I don't see the difference between Obasanjo and what do you call him, Tinubu and Osibanjo. One is Godfather and one is Godson. And there's a way they could always reach a kind of a compromise. That is my personal opinion. And I don't think for any Southerner should bother his head about whether there is a... That one thing is there cannot be no rift. There can be no rift. It's family matter. Family matter is that can be settled without much of acrimony. That's the way I look at it. That's it.
Okay. So would you rather cast your vote for somebody outside of the Southwest then?
Well, frankly speaking, I believe in one Nigeria. As long as I can vote for any Nigerian, as long as I know it's time for my ideological orientation. And my own political orientation is pro-people. All in power past 23 years of the civil rule has been the pro-rich. All their policies and programs, has not been governance for the people. Has been governance for the rich. So if I see anybody from any part of the country, that from the southeast, from anywhere, that has a pro-people's policies, that and its accident also shows me that if it gets to power, it will actually implement those policies and programs that will lift Nigeria from the present quagmire. I will give him my vote. I will give him my support.
If you have to evaluate, rate the way Osibanjo has led in the past 7 years of this administration, what do you have to say about that?
Well, when we are talking of personality or talking about who is he, well, for me, he's a gentleman, but a pastor, But that does not actually reflect in politics, does not reflect in governance. You understand? So I just have to be restrained because if you are a pastor, a Christian, there are some certain thing that is attached to it that one expected that you should be able to excuse yourself from. But even once you are in government, and maybe some says when they are there, there's another kind of a thing that is to control them. But far as I'm concerned, it's all about ideological orientation. What is your principle? What's ideological orientation? What divide did you belong to?
The kind of cabal at the seat of power, I don't think is fit for it. The cabal, they need strong men like him. I mean, strong men more than him to rule this country. Stronger men to rule this country, because there are powers that can pull him down. But if we have somebody who is more powerful than professors, the professor rulers, Goodluck Jonathan, and he is still an elite, an educationalist. But let me tell you, we need somebody more stronger than that because of the power in place there.
But what do you feel about him being in administration this past 6-7 years? How do you feel if you have to rate his performance?
It's good. It's good, but somehow...
Has he fallen short of expectations?
Very, very, because his voice is not hard. He was underground. He cannot do anything because of the power around him. Remember when he left, when the president left out of the nations for just a little period of time, he ruled, what happens. A lot of things changed. But when he came back, what happens? It was pocketed. So we need somebody who is stronger, who is stronger in connections and in power to do that. And Nigeria is not a nation you can put down. You can just think anybody can rule, anybody can govern. So that is my opinion.
And now looking at Tinubu being in the same political party, how do you think this would affect the party?
I said strong man. People like that are the kind of people who I think can rule this nation, because there are powers. He's capable. He has seen a lot in administration, in bringing people together to do something better. I believe such powerful man can do it better than even Osibanjo.
That's long respected. Yes, because he's a learned person, he's a professor, and he's kind of person that can lead this country. I know much about the economic of this country, so it's better.
So how do you feel about him being in the system the past 6-7 years?
Yes, he's been in the system, he has studied them, he knows everything, and he knows the next thing to do. So we're expecting him, and in fact, he's the best person to be there.
And how do you feel about APC having 2 major people now running?
No, other people can contest, let them try. But Osibanjo is our man. He's the person that can do it. So in fact, it can be up to 1 million. Let them try. They are trying their luck. But Osibanjo is the best. So he's the person that we expected to be there.
When I heard that Vice President is going for presidency, so I was somehow surprised.
And how do you think this will rub off on Tinubu? Being of the same political party.
APC, right?
Yeah.
So, the country, even we the citizens, we are not enjoying the government. So we understand the situation of our Nigerian, the economic is bad. Let me just say. So the party, they fail woefully. So with good cabinet, maybe can run the country.
You sound like you're at this point where you really don't care. So do you really mind if it is Osibanjo or Tinubu or someone else entirely?
Osibanjo or Tinubu. To me, I believe the books to candidates that are contesting, they are good. So if anybody that wants to rule the country, we need a fresh blood. The vice president is inside the system already. So you're going for presidency is not going to be a new time to him. So everybody with his own,
So what do you think about Osibanjo's ruling, his administration, alongside Buhari, the past 7 years?
To me, Osibanjo is not effective because he's the vice president. So I don't know. I mean, it's just like you don't have any vice presidents in the country. So check the whole country, see what is happening in North. Bandits, insurgency there, and check West. We are not even enjoying the developments. NEPA, electricity, first every time from one point to another.
Do you think his effectiveness will be felt if he was given the chance to run as president?
I'm not sure. Maybe Osibanjo. The effectiveness will be felt. I'm not sure. Yeah. So I'm not sure at all.
So it's a no-no for you?
Yeah, no. I'm not sure.
Who would you now prefer to run? The candidate.
Me voting is my own choice. If I like, I can vote for Tinubu. If I like, I will vote for Osibanjo. So if I come out to vote, I know my own vote will count. So though it's APDP, we don't know their own candidates. So to me, I'm not saying maybe I will vote for Osibanjo, but with time, things will decide.
It's his opinion to express his feelings, and it's a free will, and I believe that he's eligible. Yeah.
Wouldn't this cause some kind of friction in the party, saying that someone else?
That's not a new thing. It's not a news. It may cause a friction, but at least people would vote for who they love. People will vote for who they feel is adequate, that is capable to handle the seat. You get it? So everybody has their own choice. I'm not saying Tinubu can't do it. He can do it. Osibanjo can do it. So it depends on people's opinion, on people's power. So any one of them can do it.
Will you be willing to vote?
Yes, I have my voter's card. I'll be willing to vote.
Okay. Are you going to tell us who your vote
That is best known to me now.
All right. Till then.
This is a national TV, so I can't be declaring that here.
Okay, see you in 2023.
All right. God bless us all.
All right.
God bless Nigeria. All right.
He's capable, and he can make it. He has experience of it, and we believe in him. We believe in him.
But if you have to rate his performance the last 6-7 years, will you still be willing to, will your opinion about this change?
As for his performance in the last 7 years and in the change series, well, he tried as a vice president, though he's not one on top. He tried on his own aspect. So I believe that when we put him at the top, that he will do more better than what he did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And do you think this will cause a problem in the party, saying that Tinubu is already in and now Osibanjo?
This is going to be, it's not only in the party, also in the Yoruba nation. So it's going to cause a lot of party because Tinubu has, since last 2 years, he has already declared his intention to be a president. You know, Tinubu is a Yoruba, Osibanjo is a Yoruba. So two of them are going to know how they're going to sort themselves out, being in the same party, contesting from the same place. But it's just a matter of choice. We are still in a primary election. Anybody can contest. Anybody can declare his intention to run for it.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.